You ever find yourself scrolling through just pages and pages of stunning interior design and you get that little pull, that feeling that, hey, I could do that too? Yeah, it's a super common dream. But let's be real, the path from just having a passion to actually getting paid for it can feel, well, a little foggy. So today, we're going to clear up that fog. We're taking a close look at a mentorship program that's designed to do exactly that. Right? This is the question that stops so many creative people dead in their tracks. I mean, having a great eye for design, that's one thing, but building a business, finding clients, actually managing the projects, shoo, that's the stuff that just feels totally out of reach for most of us. So what's the bridge that gets you from a creative hobby to a real design career? Okay, so to get what this mentorship is all about, you first have to know who's behind it. This is Aura Ange, and they were just named the best interior design company of 2025. Now, that's not just some fancy plaque they hang on the wall, you know? It means they've hit a level of excellence that they're now trying to pass on to a whole new generation of designers. So, how do they actually do it? Let's dive in and break down their mentorship program. They've literally structured it as a bridge, a path to get you from that initial spark of passion all the way to a real, tangible profession. The first thing that really jumps out is its structure. They call it a hybrid program. And what that means is it's designed to give you all the flexibility of learning online, but without losing the really crucial stuff, like live chats with mentors and actual hands-on project work. It's a model that really tries to give you the best of both worlds. Let's get a little more specific on what hybrid actually looks like here. It means you're learning from designers who are out there in the field working on real projects right now, not just teaching theory from a textbook. It also means you're not just passively watching videos, you're actively doing tasks every single week. And this is so important, you're getting personal feedback on your work. And you can do all of this from literally anywhere on the planet. Okay, so how does this whole thing unfold? Well, the program is laid out as a 3-month journey, and it's designed to take you from a total beginner to a client-ready designer in a really focused, short amount of time. So here's the roadmap for those 3 months. Month 1 is all about building up your core, creative, and technical skills. Then, month 2 makes this huge shift over to the business side. How do you actually find people to hire you? And finally, in month 3, you put it all together and learn how to execute a project from start to finish. So in that first month, you're really getting your hands dirty with the foundational skills. You're not just reading about design, you are actually designing a room from scratch. This means you'll be doing space planning, creating 2D drawings, and getting really good at 3D rendering, which is so critical today for helping clients see a space before you even start. And here's the best part. You finish the month with a real, tangible piece for your professional portfolio. Now, month 2, this is where the program tackles what is, for so many creative people, the biggest hurdle, the business side of things. Seriously, this is the part that gets completely ignored in a lot of traditional design schools. It's great to be able to design, but how do you find clients? How do you talk about your ideas? How do you price your work and create a proposal that actually wins you the job? This month is all about those practical, absolutely essential skills. Then you get to the final month, and this is where everything just clicks into place. This is where you learn to apply all those skills in a real-world setting. You'll learn how to manage a project from the very beginning to the final handover. That means coordinating schedules, managing what your client expects from you, and just learning the day-to-day discipline of actually running a design business. So what this whole structure really shows is a commitment to A to Z training. It's not just about the creative spark. It's about the entire life cycle of a project, from that first idea bubbling up in your head right through to delivering the final space to a happy client. Okay, so we've seen the structure, we get it, but what does it really take to succeed in a program like this? Let's look at the practical side of things, because, with any kind of mentorship, it's not just about signing up, it's about showing up. One of the first things you'll notice is that this program has a truly global reach. There are mentees from all over the world, which really highlights an important point. The fundamentals of good design and good client management, they're universal. The skills you learn here are meant to work no matter what your local market is like. And of course, there's always the big practical question. What's the investment? The enrollment fee for the whole 3-month program is £157. Now that's a really interesting price point. It positions it as a way more accessible option than, say, a traditional multi-year design degree. And you gotta appreciate the transparency. You know the full cost right up front. But beyond the fee, what's the most critical investment you have to make? Well, according to the program manager, Priya, it's not your money, it's your consistency. This quote says it all.
Success in this program isn't necessarily about having the most raw talent from day one. It's about the discipline to show up, to do the work, and to actually use the feedback you're given.
So after 3 months of this focused work, where does the journey lead? What's the final destination? What's the ultimate outcome of this whole transformation? And this is it. This is the whole point. The goal isn't just to teach you about design, it's to make you a designer. By the end of this program, mentees have the skills, they have the portfolio, and they have the confidence to go out and land their first real paying clients. So we end right back where we started, but now with a whole new perspective. It takes more than just passion, doesn't it? It takes skills, it takes business know-how, and it takes a structured path to follow. So the real question now is, are you ready to build that bridge for yourself?